Hi, boys and girls. Mrs. M here. I wanted to thank you first, before I begin our story for today, for the amazing video that you made. I cried so much that I seriously couldn't stop crying, and I don't want to start crying again now because that'd be very silly to see me do that while I'm reading to you. But I wanted to let you know how much I truly miss you and that video meant more to me than you will ever know. So I have a little something special for you. I'm sharing a story that I haven't read in a very long time. The story is called The Kissing Hand, and I know that many of you are probably familiar with it. About Chester the raccoon, who was feeling a little lonely, and his mom was making him feel better, knowing that she would always be there for him if he just looked at his kissing hand. So I want you to know that we will all be there for one another no matter what. And anytime you're feeling a little sad, a little lonely, just know Mrs. M has her kissing hand here for you too. So, The Kissing Hand by Audrey Penn and illustrated by Ruth E. Harper and Nancy M. Leake. Chester Raccoon stood at the edge of the forest and cried. "I don't want to go to school," he told his mother. "I want to stay home with you. I want to play with my friends and play with my toys and read my books and swing on my swing. Please, may I stay home with you?" Mrs. Raccoon took Chester by the hand and nuzzled him on the ear. "Sometimes we all have to do things we don't want to," she told him gently, "even if they seem strange and scary at first. But you will love school once you start." You'll make new friends and play with new toys, read new books and swing on new swings. Besides, she added, "I know a wonderful secret that will make your nights at school seem as warm and cozy as your days at home." Chester wiped away his tears and looked interested. "A secret? What kind of secret?" "A very old secret," said Mrs. Raccoon. "I learned it from my mother, and she learned it from hers. It's called the kissing hand." "The kissing hand?" asked Chester. "What's that?" "I'll show you." Mrs. Raccoon took Chester's left hand and spread opened his tiny fingers into a fan. Leaned forward, she kissed Chester right in the middle of his palm. Chester felt his mother's kiss rush from his hand, up his arm, and into his heart. Even his silky black mask tingled with a special warmth. Mrs. Raccoon smiled. "Now," she told Chester, "whenever you feel lonely and need a little loving from home or school, just press your hand to your cheek and think, 'Mommy loves you. Mommy loves you,' and that very kiss will jump to your face and fill you with toasty warm thoughts." She took Chester's hand and carefully wrapped his fingers around the kiss. "Now, do be careful not to lose it," she teased him. "But don't worry. When you open your hand and wash your food, I promise the kiss will stick." Chester loved his kissing hand. Now he knew his mother's love would go with him wherever he went, even to school. That night, Chester stood in front of his school and looked thoughtful. Suddenly, he turned to his mother and grinned. "Give me your hand," he told her. Chester took his mother's hand in his own and unfolded her large, familiar fingers into a fan. Next, he leaned forward and kissed the center of her hand. Now you have a kissing hand too, he told her. And with a gentle goodbye and an I love you, Chester turned and danced away. Mrs. Raccoon watched Chester scamper across the tree limb and enter school, and as the owl hoot rang in the new school year, she pressed her left hand to her cheek and smiled. The warmth of Chester's kiss filled her heart with special words. Chester loves you, it sang. Chester loves you. And I love you. So, boys and girls, I hope you enjoyed the story. I am truly, from the bottom of my heart, miss you guys oh so much. And no matter what, we will. Once this is all said and done, we are getting together. Whether we're meeting at Lock Avenue and having some kind of a picnic, or you guys are coming to my backyard and having a swim party, we will definitely get together. You were and will remain one of the most amazing groups I've ever had the pleasure to teach, and I'm not going to start crying now. So I just want to thank you again for that wonderful video. It really made me, really lifted my day, really truly did. And I hope you enjoyed the story. I will be sending more. As Dr. O'Neill shared out, we will be doing some more read alouds, or I'll be doing some teaching videos. That's going to be pretty funny to see, teaching and talking to myself. But hopefully we can kind of interact together that way and have our Zooms on Fridays and see each other that way. And hopefully once again, when all this is over, we are definitely getting together. So have a wonderful day. I will see you soon. And just remember, not only does Miss P love you, but so does Mrs. M. Love you. Bye.